Guys, I am filming this on Karen Millen collection launch day. There are 2 hours until the collection goes live, and to say that I am nervous is the understatement of the century. I don't think I've ever felt like one of my collections has been as big as this one in terms of like, I think my direct messages have been full of like friends and family, people in the industry, bloggers, influencers, like wanting to get pieces of this collection, and I'm like so incredibly overwhelmed. So I thought like the best way for me to take my mind off of this is to just hopefully film a video and just chat to you guys. But if I seem a little bit off, it's because my adrenaline is like going so much. Like, I need a glass of water, I have a dry mouth. If you are wondering why there is no Karen Millen collection in this video, it's because, other than my dress that I'm obviously wearing, it's because I don't obviously know what's going to be in stock, and I don't want to upset any of you because I know that you get quite frustrated and I completely understand that. But what I thought I would do is a bit of a what's new in my wardrobe, because I know that a lot of you came shopping with me when I went to BICESTER Village recently. No, it's BICESTER Village. And I didn't show you the pieces because actually the video was so long already. I was just kind of like, do you know what? I'll put it in a separate video when we're going through some other pieces, and I'll kind of do a bit of a reveal. So I hope you don't mind. Let me know if you do prefer having the vlog in the video where I actually do the shopping. Let me know, because to me it kind of builds anticipation, but I can understand if you would prefer it the other way around. Trying to take breath. I can't even get my words out, guys. I'm trying to take deep breaths, but I am nervous. This means a lot to me. This is like it's my biggest thing I've ever done. So every time, you know, we do 4 of these a year, every time that this happens, I'm like, it gets bigger and it gets better, and I'm so proud of this collection. You have no idea. I'm so proud of the team that like we just like a well-oiled cog. And so yeah, anyway, it's gonna be live already by the time you're watching this, so I shouldn't really yabber on about it. You'll be watching videos of my shoot or whatever. But I thought I would show you what is new in my wardrobe, because I have some new pieces. There is a definite colour scheme now that I'm looking at the rail, and I thought that I would show you them because some of these pieces have caused quite a stir. Oh yes. Let me bring in my trusty rail, although it makes me sad because it blocks out the lovely background that I've now created. I could do it this way, but this is the bad side of my face, so I don't like to show you that. First and foremost, let's get into the clothing pieces, and then I have a little luxury, well, a few luxury purchases in this video, but one particular one. So first up we have a dress from Leo and Lynn. Leo and Lynn have become a bit of a staple in my wardrobe, I have to be honest. I found their designs on Instagram and they just do the most. I'm just trying to hide these little strappy things. If this dress was in a different colour, I would have worn this the other day to my friend's party for after their wedding. If this was like in a different colour, I would have worn it. Obviously you can't wear white because wedding, but I love the silhouette of this. I love the sort of plissé detailing. I love plissé as like a particular kind of fabric and design function. And this is more of like a crepe, but still with that kind of creased element to it that just gives it this real kind of depth to the fabric. I absolutely love it. It's off the shoulder, but I think you might be able to wear it on the shoulder. Midi, actually this is ankle length dress, which has its own covered belt. I love a covered belt. I think that is such a great function for dresses, because how often do you buy a dress and it doesn't fit you perfectly around the waist and you think either I send this back or I get it tailored to fit me perfectly around the waist, or I add my own belt. I love it when a brand does this with their pieces. I know that Zimmermann do this a lot, but I love this because it means that the belt doesn't overpower the dress. It sits seamlessly in with it, but just means that you can cinch your dresses in as much as you want, and I like that. So I just thought this dress was super elegant, and I've got a couple of trips coming up, so I thought that this would be a good one to shoot and to wear out for dinner. I just love beautiful, pretty dresses, and this one is absolutely stunning. And Leo and Lynn, for me, the quality of these dresses is another level. Like, I wore the white one that I got to Blenheim Palace and I shot it for a By Terry campaign. It's phenomenal. Like, these dresses are like, wow, they have put serious craftsmanship into these dresses. I keep calling it Leo and Lynn. It's not Leo and Lynn, it's Leo Lynn, and I need to remember to stop doing that. I don't know why. I used to do it with Holland Cooper as well. It used to be Holland and Cooper. Why do I add these ands that just don't exist? So I apologise if I've ever said your brand name with an and in the middle, just a random and that I pluck out of thin air, apparently. Leo Lynn, and absolutely beautiful. And continuing on this line, the dress that I don't think I've ever had as many messages about, and so many people were like, that dress looks lovely on you, and I was like, that's a compliment, isn't it? Because I always find I say this, oh my goodness, that dress is amazing. I'm like, no, that's not the compliment. The compliment is, that dress looks amazing on you. Like, you are the amazingness, and the dress is just complimenting that. And that was what I was noticing. I was like seeing these compliments and I was like, oh, you think it looks nice on me? But I felt absolutely phenomenal wearing this dress. It's pure silk and it has this lightness to the fabric that I just die 1,000 deaths over. Not to be dramatic in any way, shape or form, but this fabric, so beautiful. It's got this pussy bow at the top, button fronted, little side zip for ease of getting on, and a covered belt that cinches you in so it's all perfectly seamless. I decided when I wore this, I just can't help but waft the fabric, it's so beautiful. It is stunning. My dream shade of green, like I just love green, and as you can see, green and cream is very much the theme, and I'm a poet, apparently. There's ruffles, beautiful fabric, covered belts, pussy bows and frills. Like, just what more is there to love? And it's green. But I love that it's green and it's got navy. I was thinking to myself, oh gosh, what am I gonna wear to a wedding? Because I love white so much. I wear so much white, and it's just something that I always struggle with when it comes to weddings. I'm like, I feel my best when I'm wearing white. I felt phenomenal wearing this and I loved it. And it's just the most elegant dress. So another Leo Lynn, and it's absolute perfection. Absolutely love this. Next up we have another Costarellos piece. This arrived a couple of weeks ago now. This is one of their autumn winter collections that is just launching, and just in case you can't see the gorgeous detail of that because it is white, there we go. This has the most phenomenal detail, and actually when you put this on, these sleeves have a real nice structure to them, so it gives it a real element of like grandeur. This would be absolutely phenomenal with some sort of beige light trousers for autumn winter, teamed with really rich colours, or even this with like some oxblood coloured trousers. Oh, I'm getting all of the ideas. Again, the craftsmanship that has gone into this, like look at the detail on this sleeve. And I am always someone that loves a statement white blouse, and this is, it's an outfit maker. It is also the most incredible quality, and just like everything that Costarellos does, it's just in a league of its own. It's not like something you're gonna have seen before. It's in its own league, and I have become such a huge fan of their pieces. So I was very, very happy to welcome this into my collection. I love the fact that you can wear it long line as well, so if you wanted to wear it like over some tighter trousers, you could, if you wanted to, cinch it in. But I don't want to annoy anyone. I know people get very, very, very passionate about my cinching inness. No, Lydia, you do not have to cinch everything in, but I'm going to anyway. That's why I say, you know, you don't have to cinch it in. You don't. I do. You will be pleased to see the next piece on this rail, because I don't think you can quite tell from the screen that I did, in fact. Dee-dee. Yes, I went for the 100% silk Christian Dior dress in the print that matches, I'm gonna get it down, so I'm probably gonna wreck the place, my beautiful wildflower handbag. The one thing that upsets me about this handbag is that I wish from the bottom of my heart that this was a mini or a small Lady Dior, because I think that this is very much an evening bag. It feels too big for its delicate floral design. I think it should be worn crossbody. It's too big for me to wear crossbody. And so that is why I think I don't necessarily wear this bag as much as I absolutely should. I'd never let it go, much like all of my special Christian Dior, Lady Dior's. It's very specific ones that I go for, but this was one that I got a couple of years ago for my birthday, and it's very special. So when I saw these pieces in BICESTER Village, I was very happy about that. I don't think I would ever buy Dior ready to wear full price. It doesn't warrant that for me, and especially when you're going to walk into the BICESTER Village store and find gems like this. It is absolutely wonderful. Sadly, I couldn't obviously wear this to the party because it's very, very light in its fabric. How do you feel about patterns on white pieces? Because there was a lot of patterned white dresses, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that that was okay. I always thought that that was like, but I'm over careful because I just never ever want to, like, you know, I just never want to do that. Although I didn't mind. Lots of people wore light colours to my wedding. But anyway. Would you wear this? Let me know in the comments. Would you wear this to a wedding? Is it too short or is it too white? Let me know. But I love this. I love the warm tones through the silk. Like, just let's get a close up of how wild and wonderful and elegant that is. And it will look lovely cinched in with my belts. Obviously, you don't have to do that, but you know, you can if you want. Next up is, I am actually hilarious because when I was searching for this, I realised I have an abundance of green jumpers that I don't think I've worn. I am very much drawn to green jumpers, apparently. I need to start wearing them. But I picked up this Ralph Lauren jumper from Ralph Lauren at BICESTER Village, and they have these in so many colours. They're always like seasonal colours, which is really good. I was so impressed with the Ralph Lauren store at BICESTER Village, and I can totally see why it just kills it. It just honestly does so well. It's the hugest store I think I've ever been in BICESTER Village, and it's been like that for years. So you know it's the one that just like makes it rain all the time. There was a lot of pieces, especially in the Ralph Lauren purple collection. There was a jumpsuit and just some other bits that I was like, oh, Lydia. Also some very, very random bits, like some neoprene bits, which I was like, that doesn't seem very Ralph Lauren to me, but whatever. But I picked up this. There were some really lovely shirts. I want to go back and get a good selection of Ralph Lauren shirts. I think I've spoken about this already, but I feel like they're a bit of an essential at the moment. So this is just a lovely cable knit, timeless, round neck with a little tiny Ralph Lauren symbol, Polo Ralph Lauren. I just thought the colour was beautiful. It's very, very me. Whether I wear it or not, we will find out. I hope I do, because I think it's cute. This with like a shirt underneath, my Karen Millen jodhpurs. I love it. Next up, you would have seen this, because I just actually can't keep anything a secret. I'm like, I get so inspired that I'm just like, I must film with this piece. I also went for this jumper. I did want to get the other jumper as well. Oh, one thing I wanted to say actually is that I was made to pay full price for this dress, and it's definitely missing a slip, FYI. Like, they were like, oh, if we find it, we'll send it to you. And I was like, I'm so like not assertive like that, I was just like, shouldn't you give me like some money off or something? Because there's half of the dress is missing. But I have slips, so. But anywho, the cashmere jumper I obviously went for. There was another cashmere jumper. I absolutely loved it because it was slightly longer, a little bit more slouchy, and it was almost like this autumnal, floral display, but I just couldn't justify both. And as well, I am known to ruin nice things, just like Ali is also known to ruin nice things. Okay, we are not that far off each other. He's ruined many a thing of mine. The probability was less with one. No, I don't know. I couldn't justify both. No, just because they were still expensive, even though they're discounted. And I think I saved about half price on the dress. And same on the jumper. I'll have to double check. I can't actually remember. A little cute cropped Christian Dior jumper. This will look so cute thrown over shoulders when you're like wanting to just kind of transition outfits. And I just thought, timeless as well, because florals just don't go out of style. Like, this is one thing that I realise. Florals don't go out of style. So if you're buying them for spring, it's such a good thing to do because they're always on style. On style or in trend? In trend or on style, whatever. Okay, next up, I just thought that I would include this, and I feel like I've said this a lot. I like a mixture of luxury and high-end. I love, like, predominantly I like luxury accessories. That's my bread and butter. I will spend money on high-end pieces if they're like quite special. So obviously like Zimmermann collections and things like that, I find it's easy to spend money on those. Dresses like Leo Lynn, those kinds of things, real statement pieces. But when it comes to like basic things, I feel like it's almost stupid sometimes to just spend a load of money. And I love shopping at places that I think that people don't expect me to love shopping at. Like, I'm gonna put it out there. You find some amazing things on places like Pretty Little Thing, Nasty Gal, and I'm not embarrassed about that. I think that that is savvy shopping, it's clever shopping, and I definitely find that it doesn't mean, not all the time anyway, that there are a lot of things that you can find that last a really, really long time in your wardrobe. This piece is one of them, because I bought this in every single bloomin' colour. Sorry, I've got an itchy eye. I bought this in every single colour. This is the perfect like workout casual jumper, and I love it, especially if you like wearing high-waisted leggings to the gym, because I've always found this really funny. I'm like, I put on high-waisted leggings and then I just put a jumper or a t-shirt over the top, and I'm like, what's the point in wearing high-waisted leggings? Doesn't make any sense. So anyway, this one sits perfectly, and I have worn this so much. This is definitely my favorite color. I don't know if it's for sale anymore. I do think I bought the last 3 of these because I honestly live in these so much that I wanted to have a few of them. They're really nice, fleecy kind of line, nice and soft. A few little pockets for hiding things in. Half zip. I actually saw this on Zana. Zana bought one of these secondhand, and I went in search of where to find it, and I found them on Pretty Little Thing. Game changer. They come in grey, white, black. It's just usually this colour that's sold out. And next up, we have the answer to my itty bitty prayers. This is my Vita Grace tracksuit, I'm gonna call this. This is the bougie tracksuit, and I bought this a couple of weeks ago, and it was a little bit too big, and it was kind of still a little bit too big. They then released it in extra small, and I said to them, I was like, I really need this in an extra small. So it now comes in extra small. Now the reason why I call this a bougie tracksuit, because this is basically tracksuit material, but with some detail, a little kind of pinstripey detail to it. These are high-waisted culottes, so soft. And then this is the sort of sweatshirt come blouse of my dreams. It's got drama in the sleeves, and we know that I am obsessed with drama in the sleeves. It's got covered buttons, which is always a really elegant touch. And this is my equivalent of, like, you know when all of the girls were wearing those like Panjaya, or however you say them, the really cool pastel colored tracksuits. Like, they could just wear them out. That's like what I would wear to the gym, and people would like wear them out. I could never. You'd see me and you'd be like, Lydia, what's happened? Has somebody stole your wardrobe? Like, what is going on? Why are you in a tracksuit? And this is the answer to people not asking me that. In fact, I actually get compliments. Everyone's like, oh my God, you look so nice when you wear that. And I'm like, thanks, it's actually a tracksuit. So this is by far one of my favorite Vita Grace pieces. I've actually become such a huge fan since I placed my first order, and I've placed so many orders afterwards. So, ooh, my nose just made a funny noise. Can you tell I'm nervous? It's like that scene out of Ally McBeal when the guy's got the nose that makes the so nervous, oh my gosh. Obviously all of these items will, if I can, link them in the description box down below. The Dior stuff might be a little bit hard, but they'll be linked down there. Now, for the pièce de résistance, this is what I picked up from Designer Exchange, and I feel like I gushed about Designer Exchange so much when I was at Bicester Village, and when I got home in fact, but I had so much fun. Like I said, for me that was like rummaging in the wardrobe of like an old lady with fantastic taste, who's just got all of these like heirlooms and timeless pieces, classics, just littered there, and she doesn't know what to do with them. That's what it felt like. It's like you have a rummage and you have to dig around, but you literally find the most incredible pieces. I've got such an itchy nose. But there was one piece that stole my heart, and you will be pleased to know that there is not an Hermes in this bag, okay? I know Hermes is kind of everywhere at the moment, and I know that people are getting a little bit like, about it. I'm sorry, but this is not Hermes. For me personally, this is a timeless style, and you can't buy it anymore. I like owning things that you can't just easily get hold of anymore, and this was the epitome of that. So I had a little look around it and I just thought it was the most beautiful little thing, but I got myself the Louis Vuitton Vanity case, and it's got the most beautiful blush pink lining. Like I said, this is pre-loved and it's had a whole life and a story of its own. But if you have a look inside there, it is just the most beautiful dusky pink colour. And I don't really, it comes with obviously the crossbody strap if I wanted to sort of travel with it or whatever, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to travel with it. This for me is something to live on my dressing table, and for me to keep all of my bits and pieces, all of my bits and bobs in here. It's not to leave the dressing room. I say that now. I can just imagine myself traveling with this, but no, I don't want to do that, because it's old. I don't know how old it is, but it is old, and I don't want it to get like ruined. I love that it's already got its own patina, and this is, I really hope that the people from LV Trunk don't watch this, but when I have my dressing room redone in terms of like decorating and stuff, I would like to have a Louis trunk in here, one that kind of matches to this. I saw, I think it was Audrey Layton, and she had one with her, or it was like an old trunk, but she displayed all of her designer bags in it, and my heart just could not cope. So I would like to have something like that as like a display piece. I'm really tempted to steal the one from Ali's office, but I feel like that's his, so I'm not going to, even though it's definitely mine. I definitely bought it. Definitely mine. But yes, this was just a really wonderful piece that I couldn't not purchase. And I just had the most fabulous time at Designer Exchange as well. Everyone was so lovely, so welcoming, and it was just so lovely chatting to the girls there and experiencing what was a little piece of magic. I find shopping like that so exhilarating. Like when you don't know what you're going to find, it's just wonderful. Obviously, I will have tried all of the items that I can try on in the cutaways to the side, so I hope that you like seeing them tried on and styled up. Everything will be linked in the description box down below, and I don't even want to taint it by saying like, if the launch went well, thank you very much, but thank you very much anyway, even if it didn't go well. Oh my god. No, I'm just, thank you for bearing with me in this video if I've been a little bit like hyperactive and OTT, but I take this all very seriously, and I'm so grateful, and I love doing what I do, and I love that I get to do this with that team, so just thank you. And if you aren't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you back here for more. I make 2 videos a week. They are on a Monday and a Thursday, and that was my finger clicking, so I am going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!